Okay. I was having a great conversation earlier today with my sister, and we were just talking about, some lessons we've learned throughout motherhood, experiences we learned from our mom, our grandmother, also what we've learned as a mother. And I think I want to share this. Parenting has to be one of the hardest jobs in existence. Um, Not because of just the responsibility, you have additional lives, looking up to you as their demigod, but the fact that, we can't control the lessons that our children learn from us, and the ones they refuse. And I think for me, the greatest gift a parent can provide to their children is how to establish proper boundaries. Now, unfortunately, this was not something that I was taught as a young girl, but it's something that I've worked hard to instill in my children, to the point sometimes I'm frustrated when they try to set boundaries with me, and I'm like, I'm the mama. But learning how to establish proper boundaries not only protects you from just, harm, but also from hurt. And I'm talking about establishing proper boundaries with people, situations. Um, Literally, it wasn't a gift that I learned through someone telling me and teaching me and say, right, you have the authority and the right to establish proper boundaries. I learned it through brokenness, hurt, rejection, that, hey, why am I trying to force myself around people in companies, organizations where I'm not honored? And I think as parents, we focus on, teaching our children how to be obedient, how to respect authority. But if more parents taught young children how to accept the voice, the intuition, the Holy Spirit that is within them, it will help them be more confident in establishing boundaries. And I don't teach my children that, because an adult tells them something, they have to follow it, because I myself have life experiences that adults did not protect me, right? So I teach my children that you have to understand what I've taught you, but then also listen to that voice inside that says, don't go there, don't accept that job, don't accept that project, because there's a greater reward for you. And I think it's a reason why people struggle in adult relationships, because they can meet someone who establishes a boundary and they take it as rejection instead of honor. Like, I honor you enough to not overcommit to you, right? I honor you enough to say, I'm not going to waste your time, right? Or I honor you enough to say, I need to rest, because if I don't rest, I'm going to turn into someone you're not interested in talking to. Okay. So all I'm saying is, you know, think about your life, reflect on those healthy relationships and connections you have. I say that you've only been able to have them if that person and you establish the proper boundaries. So this is my wish. I want more parents to take more serious the talks you have with your children about establishing the proper boundaries. Don't overextend yourself, because at the end of the day, you lose. You lose in the end. You think you're honoring someone by dishonoring yourself, but it never works out in your favor. And it really never works out in their favor, because you will never ever respect a person who allows you to dishonor your boundaries. So that's my message for today. Okay. I just wanted to share that. I hope that blesses someone. I know it blessed me, just reflecting on my life and saying, you know what? I know the mistakes I've made and why I made those mistakes, because I don't have the proper boundaries. Okay.